Nicknamed America's Renaissance City, Providence, Rhode Island is an intriguing city to me. It has one of the richest histories of any city in the country and today is considered the creative capital of New England. In this series, I briefly cover a city's history, population, skyline, as well as a few things that make the city unique. Now let's meet Providence. Providence is located on the Providence River at the head of the Narragansett Bay. The city was founded in 1636 by Roger Williams, a religious exile from the Massachusetts Bay Colony. Williams purchased the land from the Narragansett tribe and named the area Providence in gratitude for what he believed was divine providence guiding him to a safe haven. The settlement's location lent itself to becoming a busy port city. The city of Providence was very involved in the Revolutionary War, which I'll talk about in more detail later in the video. Following the Revolutionary War, Providence was one of the first U.S. cities to industrialize, making the city a hub for manufacturing, especially in textiles, silverware, and machinery. Today, Providence has a population of around 190,000, which would make it the 134th largest city in the country on paper and the third largest city in New England. When taking into account metro population, though, it would be ranked as the 39th largest metro in the country with nearly 1.7 million, falling between Jacksonville, Florida, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Some of the most recognizable companies headquartered in the Providence metro include Hasbro, United Natural Foods, Citizens Bank, Textron, and CVS. There are 8 colleges and universities located in Providence, including some of the most prestigious schools in the country: Brown University and the Rhode Island School of Design. Call me shallow, but when it comes to cities, I think appearances matter. Providence's skyline feels a little stuck in time, especially considering there hasn't been a building over 400 feet tall built in the last 50 years. If you took the average height of its tallest 5 buildings, it would be ranked as the 59th tallest skyline in the country, being just shorter than Albany, New York, and just taller than Dayton, Ohio. The most eye-catching building in the skyline is the Art Deco Industrial National Bank Building, which is the city's tallest building at 428 feet or 130 meters. It's nicknamed the Superman Building because of its apparent resemblance to the Daily Planet newspaper headquarters from the Adventures of Superman TV series. It has unfortunately sat empty for years, but is in the process of being renovated into apartments. Another major contributor to Providence's overall cityscape is the Rhode Island State House. I think it's one of the most beautiful state capitol buildings in the country. Its massive dome is the 4th largest self-supported marble dome in the world and is topped with the Independent Man statue, which symbolizes Roger Williams' independent spirit. The Capitol building is also known as being one of the first public buildings to use electricity. Across the Moshassuck River from the State Capitol building is one of the most historically significant buildings in Rhode Island, the Old State House. In May of 1776, the Rhode Island General Assembly met in the building and became the first colony to officially renounce its allegiance to Britain, 2 months before the 13 colonies collectively declared their independence. It's one of only 6 surviving colonial-era state houses in the country. The State House is located in the College Hill Historical District, which was the hub of Providence during the colonial period. This area reminds me a lot of Old Town in Philadelphia, with all of its colonial brick buildings. One of the interesting historic buildings is University Hall at Brown University. It's one of only 7 surviving college buildings built before the American Revolution and housed French and American troops during the Revolutionary War. Another historic building in the neighborhood is the Providence Athenaeum, which is one of the oldest libraries in the country. It was purportedly a favorite library of H.P. Lovecraft and Edgar Allan Poe. A couple blocks up Benefit Street from the Providence Athenaeum is the First Baptist Church in America. It is home to the oldest Baptist church congregation, which was founded by Roger Williams. Near the First Baptist Meeting House is the Rhode Island School of Design Museum, which is the 20th largest art museum in the country. Perhaps Providence's most unique attraction is what is known as Waterfire. Waterfire is a public art installation that consists of over 80 large braziers that sit just above the surface of the river water in downtown Providence. Several times a year, the city is illuminated by bonfires that sit on each of the braziers, which I have to say looks amazing. Waterfire is flanked by Water Place Park and the Providence Riverwalk, which consists of nearly a mile of cobblestone walkways. A few blocks from the Riverwalk is the Westminster Arcade, or the Arcade Providence. The arcade was built in 1828 and was the first enclosed shopping mall in the United States. It has beautiful Greek Revival architecture and is considered a National Historic Landmark. Another interesting building in downtown Providence is the Providence Performing Arts Center. This opulent theater was originally a movie palace and now hosts touring Broadway shows. One of the most beautiful buildings in the city is located a little outside of downtown, and that is the Cranston Street Armory. This medieval Gothic castle was originally used by the Rhode Island National Guard, but they relocated in 1996. The building doesn't currently have much of a purpose, but at the very least, it's certainly a unique and beautiful building. Well, that does it for my video about Providence. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.